Okay, YouTube, it's Carla or Changing 56, and today is August the 19th, 2014. I know you're looking at my face. I did a really stupid thing last night. Get in a little closer and let you see my head. Now I'll show you what it looked like last night. Not real pretty. It poured down rain, and I was trying to get in my car in the rain, and I was very careful. I don't know what I did, but I pulled the car door back, and when I did, I hit the corner of it right here. Well, it popped up like a goose egg in about 2 seconds, and so I knew I had to go to the ER because I'm on major blood thinners since my stent.
Houston, we have a problem.
So I went to the ER and I just freaked out. I mean, the ER was packed. I had to wait a little bit, but really in the scheme of things, not that long. They took me back and triaged me and took me straight back. But by then, I was totally freaking out. I don't think I've ever been that scared in my life, not even with my chest pains or anything else, because I was just freaking out about, sorry, I may have to string these together. I'm at work. I don't know if I can get all this in. I just freaked out, and they finally took me back. My blood pressure was 203/91, and it was just me freaking out, because before, earlier in the day at rehab, it had been 100/50, so I was just major freaking out. So, long story short, they did a CT. The doctor said there's no crack, there's no damage, there's nothing in there. He said, but there is a blood vessel right here, and he said, you hit it. And with those blood thinners, and it was getting bigger. I don't have a picture of that, but by the time I got back there, the whole area was swollen up, like from about here. And it was, I was totally freaking out. He said, it's just the blood pooled under the skin. He said, there's a blood vessel there and you hit it. He said, there's also a nerve there. He said, it may really hurt. Well, they checked all the things. I did not. I didn't have a concussion. I was not hurting. They checked my ears, my nose, my throat. They did a CT. I was okay. I was not really in pain. I was just scared to death. So, long story short, I'm okay. It's not going to be pretty. It's going to go through lots of different stages. And, it kind of looks like I have permanent eye makeup on. Hey YouTube, it's Carla or Changing 56, and today is August the 25th, 2014. I did not get the clip that I recorded last week when I first had this uploaded, so I'll upload that before, and you can kind of see the difference. It is turning, you can see my head is turning yellow now. So it's beginning to heal, but it's also in both eyes. The first clip will explain what happened, so that'll be before this clip comes on. My weight today was 119.4. I've seen as much as 121. I've lost almost 2 pounds since then, but I'm still a little up. I did not freak out when I gained, because it was in the middle of the metabolic reset with the pound of cure, and I honestly think that my set point was a little higher, needed to be a little higher than where I was, but it's really hard to see the scale go up. So I've been, I basically went back to what I was doing before, with the exception of the whey protein. I had not had any Quest bars, any kind of protein shakes, no whey protein, because I know that makes me sick. I did go back to eating my yogurt. So I eat usually 1 meal with firm protein a day, and I eat yogurt and salads, and I've tried to not eat as much fruit because I think that was an issue. I'm back to like a serving of blueberries with my yogurt in the morning, and then usually a nectarine or a peach or an apple sometime during the day, and that's usually it. So I'm getting in. I mean, and I never really changed the calorie count with the Pound of Cure. I tracked, and I stayed right at 1,400 calories. It was just less protein, more fruits and vegetables, and my body does not like. It just doesn't handle the fruit real well. So that's what I'm doing, and I've been pretty much where I am for a couple of weeks. Last week I was 120. I'm 119.4 today. So I pretty much stayed the same thing. Exciting news is I did my first 5K Saturday night. Now, I almost decided not to do it after my little accident. And besides that, we've had the hottest week that we've had all summer long this week, with heat indices of 110. And Saturday it was really hot. So I thought, well, I've paid my money. I'm going to go. It's at the park that I walk at all the time. That's not far from my house. So I went and I thought, well, if it's too hot, I'll just get my t-shirt and come home. But it was amazing. A breeze, it almost rained, but the breeze came in, and when it did it was really comfortable. So this is my little outfit. It was a rock and glow 5K, so you were supposed to dress brightly. They gave you glow sticks, little glow bracelets, necklaces. Let's see, what else have I got? I did some video during, but I may upload it. I don't know. This is kind of a, during, right before it began. My number. And this is when it was over. It's 5K, and I don't know if that's backwards for you or not. It's 52 minutes and 21 seconds. Actually, I did it in 51 minutes, but because I was a little sweaty and I had moisture on my fingers, I could not get the camera to work. I couldn't do anything with it. So I tried a dark picture, but that didn't work either, so that doesn't do anything for y'all, I know. But I've been walking for over 2 years and had never done a 5K. There just wasn't one available when I was available, so I registered for this one, and it worked out. Now, it was at night, and I was very familiar with the area because it's where I walk all the time, but it was dark, and it was pretty much a fun run, so there were lots of children. So it was a little dangerous because there were children running in between my legs and stopping right in front of me. But I kept a pretty consistent pace, and I was well in the middle of the pack when I started, and I wound up passing many people, and I was not there with the serious runners, but I still wound up ending the whole race well before a lot of people. So for me, it was good. I went to church yesterday. If I explained this once, I explained it 20 times. I almost said, hey, wait a minute, let me just get up in front of the church and explain what happened. I'm really looking pretty pitiful today. It's because my skin is so yellow, but I know that's a sign that it's getting better. And somebody kind of gave me and some people just think that's eyeshadow. I don't know. They think I wear that all the time. I don't know what they think. But anyway, I saved on makeup because there was no reason to wear any makeup because I couldn't cover that up, and I wasn't going to cover anything else up. So it's just been a makeup-free week. I don't know that I don't think I've covered this. I think the last video I did, I was in the process of, I ended my job with the man that I've been with for a year. Basically, he got better. We did a really good job with him, and they never believed that he would live this long, and he's better than he was before he fell. So he's staying by himself some simply because they can't continue to pay somebody all the time. Now, what actually happened is I'm full-time at the job where I was cooking 2 days a week. He had a pacemaker put in, and had some other issues. And when he passed out and had to have the pacemaker put in, his children stepped in. They both have children. His children stepped in and said, "We want you there." So I'm here at least 5 hours a day. I mean, it's just kind of whatever they need, but I'm cooking for them, taking them to doctor's appointments because he can no longer drive, and she could already not drive. So there's no physical care involved, but I'm caring for their, taking them places. I'm doing all the grocery shopping, all the cooking. So I'm really enjoying it. God does provide. It wasn't even, at first it was like, okay, I lost this job then on Monday, and then on Saturday I found out that he was in the hospital, and I'm going, oh no. Well, by the next day they had called and said at least, the next week, 5 days a week, and then it was like, we want you here all the time. So I now have a full-time job at 9 to 5 or 8 to whatever, or like one day last week he had doctor's appointments and we were gone pretty much all day, and taking him tomorrow to have a CT scan on his head. So that's keeping me pretty busy. Cardiac rehab's going well. I'm up to like 9 minutes on most of the equipment. I'll probably go about 6 more weeks with that, and then it really should be cool enough to really walk outside. And for those of you who've been watching me, it's football season this week. Roll Tide. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. Have tickets, not for this week in Atlanta, but I have tickets for the first home game. So I'm really looking forward to that. So I will load the video that I did last week that you haven't seen, that explains what happened to me, and that's pretty much it. I will include, because people ask me, I have a lot of new subscribers, and I'm sorry, I should have done this at the beginning. I had gastric bypass RNY surgery on June the 18th, 2012, and at that time I weighed 193. I really started about 8 months earlier, about 8 or 9 months earlier than that, when I started the documentation for my insurance, and at that point I weighed 221. So day of surgery 193, and as of this morning I weigh 119.4, and I am 5'3", because that's a question I get a lot. How tall are you? I've seen as low as 115. That's way too low for me, really, especially at my age. I'm 58, turned 58 last week. I'm good where I am. 118 is really my happy place. And I really know that I can stand to be like 120, but it's really, like I said, it's really hard seeing the scale go up instead of down. But I think I've kind of stabilized now. So I decided what has worked for 2 years, I'm going to stick with. I'm not going to try to do anything else. I had an appointment tomorrow with a nutrition doctor, and I had to cancel that because I've got to take Mr. Lowry to get his CT scan. So I don't know if I'm going to reschedule, because I've just pretty much handled. Yes, I'm still dumping some, but not like I was when I was eating the whey protein. That was my major sticking point. So no whey protein, no Quest bars. That's it. I can live without them. And other than that, I'm pretty much doing what I've been doing for 2 years. So hope you all have a great week, and just go out there and rock your journey. Bye.